play a little bit, man.
I've said that since I've been here, but yeah, he's pretty good.
How good?
Today is pretty well. I mean, like I said, offensively, that's what it's supposed to look like. So, obviously, I think Keaton is a really special player, and I've said that since I've been here last spring. And so that hasn't changed. And like I said, he played really, really well, and he's been playing at a high level really all year. There's been a couple games where he's had a couple too many turnovers, but other than that, he's played at a high level all year. But the thing that you also have to acknowledge is he has great players around him. And I thought as a whole unit, they did a great job playing well together. And that's the most important thing is it's not just one guy. And like I say, Keaton, he's a special player. And as long as I'm with him, I'll tell you that. Like I said, he's a good one. But it takes 11 guys playing together to play like that, and that's what we had tonight, and that's what it's supposed to look like.
Four wide receivers go over 100 yards. In all of your years of playing or coaching, have you experienced anything like that?
I don't know. I was kind of wondering that myself whenever they told me that we had 4 go over 100. That's kind of what I thought. I don't know if I've ever seen that as a player or a coach. I'd be interested to know, but to have that, that's awesome. You know what I mean? And there's been, playing for Coach Leach and coaching with Coach Leach, obviously I've been a part of some big offensive performances, but I don't know if we've ever had 4 guys separately go over 100. And so that was awesome. It just goes to show, again, the depth of the talent we have. And early on they were trying to take away Big Pitt, and I don't blame him because Pitt's a special player. But there's too many weapons to take one guy away. So then whenever you get away from Pitt, now he's free to go get his at that point. So it was a fun night. Like I said, they played coverages that allowed us to throw the football. Keaton saw the field well, executed at a high level, and the guys around him made plays. And again, you can't. It takes 11. It's not just Keaton or just the receivers. There's all linemen, there's running backs. The run game was decent. The O-line protected well, and so. It takes 11 to go do that.
What statement do you feel this offense has made down the stretch here?
What's that?
What statement do you feel you've made as an offense?
I don't know. Like I said, I think we can continue to improve, and that's been what I've said since I've been here. Is starting in spring, our goal is to improve every day, and in spring ball, we want to get better every practice. You know what I mean? Same thing here, and that's what I try to preach to the guys: is we got to be better on this Tuesday's practice than we were, last Tuesday. And on Wednesday, we need to be better than Tuesday, And so if you just continue to improve and continue to believe, good things happen. And that's what we've seen. And like I said, they're coming together. The offense is, I think, especially down the stretch, has started to play at a really high level. And all the guys that came knew we had a really special offense. And I think a lot of it has to do with confidence. It helped to kind of feel here as we've gotten going down the stretch, like, man, we can be unstoppable. And then the more they see that, the more they feel that, the more you look like that. And like I said, it just builds, and that's what we expect offensively, is to, like I said, continue to improve and get better, and like I say, play with a lot of confidence. And I think that's what you saw tonight, was guys that a great group of players that finally have kind of felt what it's supposed to feel like, and that's kind of the culmination of it right there. Like I said, this is what it's supposed to feel like, and then when you got this group of that's kind of talent out there, you have nights like that, and I think we can do that on a regular basis with the guys we have, like, as this offense gets rolling, and that's what we expect to do.
You really attacked the middle of the field today. Was that a part of the game plan, or just the adjustments throughout the game?
I think that was just kind of what they were giving us, and that's another thing that I think is the beauty of the offense is the ball's going to find where they're weak, or that's the design behind it, at least. And so they were, like I said, because of some of the coverages they've played and stuff like that, we had some shots over the middle of the field and we hit them. And but really across the board, that's the cool thing about all those guys going over 100. We hit them outside, we hit them over the middle. Predominantly Pittman and Tyler were outside. We had 2 outside receivers go over 100. Well, for most of the night, Drake and Raw were inside. He had 2 inside guys go 100. So I thought we did a great job distributing the football and understanding what they were trying to do, or Keaton understanding what they were trying to do with the coverage and getting the ball where it needed to go. And that's how you get 4 guys over 100.
How did Levi look in his return to you, and how much did just having him and his rushing style back kind of change what you guys were able to do with the run?
Well, that was huge for us. To have both Vi and Steven back in there was really big for us, and that's we've missed that. And Keenan, like I said, Keenan's a good player and does a lot of good things. But when you can keep fresh backs in there, and the other good thing, they have a little bit different styles. When you see Vi and Carr getting lots of yards after contact, it puts the defense in a bind. It really does, and you kind of have to make a decision. Are you going to load up that box and leave those guys vulnerable with four grown horses out there? Are you going to Are you going to empty out the box and let Vi and Carr run wild? And so to have a healthy stable makes a huge difference. And like I said, it was fun to have them all tonight.
Was there a time this year where you decided we're going to throw the ball deep more? We're just really going to, take those shots?
Well, we were really. That's been something we've tried to do most of the year. Now, there was a point in the season where I think a lot of people were just completely bailing out and trying to. Their one goal was to take that away, the down the field pass. And I think that was kind of early and middle of the season. And Keaton was young and forced some balls and turned the football over and didn't get down to the checkdowns near as quickly. Well, lately he's done a much better job of getting the ball down and checking the ball down and finding his checkdowns and making them pay for just getting out of there. And the receivers have done a great job, and running backs of being explosive with the football in their hand, catching a 5-yard pass and being explosive with it. Well, when you start doing that and the quarterback starts understanding they're just bailing out of there and I can get explosive plays from checking it down, you really put them in a bind, and it forces them not to be, and it makes them not be able to do that. And that's what you see towards the end of the season. They weren't able to just all get out and take away the deep ball, and that's when you got a chance to take some shots on the deep ball. And lately you've seen us take some shots and hit them. And so it's been a fun few weeks, and instead of playing it, they've really been playing at a high level, that offense.
Let's do one more for Coach.
I know you recognize Keaton's potential from day one. You've been telling us. Is there anything that he's done at any point even surprised you, though, for an 18-year-old especially?
No, really, like I said, the day I stepped out here, I knew you knew he was different. And he's done what I expected him to do, you know what I mean? Coming out of spring, I thought he was probably as good as any of them. And then, in fall camp, he made some freshman mistakes and some consistency deals, but I knew whenever we put him in, he was going to be special, and he's done exactly what I expected him to do since he's been the starting quarterback. Like I said, there were some games early on where he tried to force some balls and didn't take what they were giving him and turn the ball over, but other than that, he's played at a high level since he stepped in. His first game against Stanford, comes in and plays at a high level, and he's never looked back since. And so he's a special player, and we're fortunate to have him.
Thank you, Graham.